The topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. What's up, Joey Lewis?
What's going on, everybody? It's 17:02 UTC time, and it's time to get fired up. Let's talk design. Let's go.
This is my favorite topic, my favorite segment of the week. It's the Laws of Digital Design on Demand, hosted by myself, Blanca, the founder of the Laws of Life platform, and our digital guru, aka Hollywood, Joey Lewis. And you make design so much fun. You're always sparking our imagination up with new ideas, and you keep the conversation fired up. You know, who wants to have a conversation by themselves? Am I right, Joey?
You're right. You got to do the common thing the uncommon way, and you'll keep the people's attention.
That's right. And everything we do is as a team. You don't have to do digital design alone. You can join us on Tuesdays at the Summit and Network. Because remember, never stop networking. We've got our complimentary digital course on Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. What are we learning this Wednesday, Joey?
We are going to be implementing the designs we created and putting those into a boosted campaign, I believe.
That's right. And we're going to use social web, some of the tips we're learning today from our amazing guest. And so without further ado, let's welcome our guest today, Tina, inventor of Social Web and co-founder of Social Web. What is up, Tina? How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Happy Monday to you all. Although nobody's really that happy on Mondays, but...
Well, that's what we try to do. We try to get everybody fired up and excited by introducing them to amazing people like you, Tina. So I was lucky. I came across this app called Social Web that Tina and her husband invented and created. And I actually want to give a shout out also to AppSumo, which is another app that helps you find amazing deals on apps, and you can get lifetime licenses, lifetime deals. You can just really learn a lot of new tools. And that's what this show is about, discovering new tools. So today, our featured app of the day is Social Web. And we're going to take a look at the app shortly. I'm going to share my screen. But before we do, let's just get some background with Tina. So Tina, you and your husband created Social Web. How did you get the idea?
Well, I am mostly, I do everything except the coding. So I wouldn't say that I created it because I'm not a developer. But, behind every man, there is a woman, or behind every woman,
There you go.
And let's go with that. And we had a plugin like for the WordPress. That connects WordPress sites with Buffer. You know Buffer, social media tool, like one of the first one, I think so. And we had a lot of users asking us for a bunch of features, but we couldn't really implement those features as they were on the Buffer side, right? So there are only limitations of what you can do when you actually connect to platforms.
Exactly.
So that's why we saw a lot of potentials in creating our own platform. So that's how we started. We started from WordPress world. We have been organizing the WordPress conference in Toronto. It's called WordCamp for 3 years. My husband wrote a book about the WordPress team, so we have been involved in WordPress world like forever, and like a bunch of people knows us there.
Amazing.
So that's how we started actually, and then now obviously it's like social media platform for everybody. You don't need to have a WordPress site. That's just the beginning of Social Web Suite.
Well, just to take a step back, everyone, just so you know, Social Web, which is the app created by Tina and her husband, who is a custom program software developer, is a social media app that everybody can use for your brand, for whatever your dream or your vision is, to schedule your social media content. Now, it doesn't design the content for you. It doesn't do the copywriting for you. It doesn't do the hashtag research for you. But all of those things can be done by the Laws of Life Marketing Agency. But if you wanted to distribute your own content using the tools that we teach in the free digital course, then you could use Social Web. So Social Web was sort of a solution because many of your clients had those challenges. So what have you been looking for, Joey, in a social media scheduler? What's been missing for you and the ones you've used?
One of the things I'm looking to do is reaching my audience at the peak times. I'm not sure exactly what are the peak times to put out, and based on, you should have a lot of insight on that. So just to touch on the surface of it, you do have any input on peak times for social?
Well, we actually have the calendar scheduled for you based on influencers' best times to post on social media, but those are just the recommendations. I would advise you to actually look at your analytics. So you can use like our calendar, like our schedules for a week or two, and then check your analytics to see if those times works for you. Because basically, you know what, like every industry is different, every business is different. Usually what people say on social media, don't post like at 10 p.m. But I had a user, or like we have a user that, and he's hunting gear. He's selling hunting gear. And he says that his audience is on Facebook at like 10 and 11 p.m., which is strange, right? Like you wouldn't think of posting at that time. And he says, no, that's like the only time when my audience is there, because they're mostly, guys that are like before going to sleep, they're checking if there is something interesting and those types of things. So for him, it works. The other thing that I would suggest is use your common sense. So basically what that means is, as we said, Monday is usually not a good day. Like everybody is really not that in that best mood to learn stuff. It's more like put some lightweight content out there. If you want to sell, Wednesday is usually the best time.
There you go. Yeah, that's
so just test. That's really.
But test. Yes. So, and then common sense. A lot of those things obviously play around it. And now I'm scared because I didn't know that Joy is a designer. I'm looking for your honest feedback how we can improve social website dashboard.
That's what it's all. And let me just say this: the customer service. I mean, that's why I invited Tina onto the show, because learning a new app, there's always a challenge. There's always questions that you're going to have, even as an experienced digital marketer. And Tina was right there on the phone with me. So big shout out to Social Web, our choice of social media scheduler, because I've worked with some very big social media scheduling companies, and the customer service failed big time. And to be able to know that I can talk to Tina or her husband and just get the help I need is huge. So let's take a quick look at the app and share my screen and take a look at this. So when you first come into the Social Web Suite, one of the advantages is there are workspaces. And so you can create a workspace for your media, and if you have multiple businesses or multiple clients. So what are you showing? What has been the feedback on the workspace feature? And what are some other advantages of that, Tina?
Well, a lot of people like it simply because you can create unlimited workspaces, and it's sort of a sub account of your own account. So for people who has multiple businesses, it's better for them to do this way, simply because you usually have like social media handles for separate for each of your business. And then it's better to have it like this, because you are creating a different type of social messages. Like sometimes it's the same, like, I don't know, Happy Friday or Happy Halloween, but most of the time it's different, right? So that's a good thing, as well as for you guys that have a client, you have a different clients. So obviously you are creating different messages so it's for a different client. So that's a good way to do it as well. We also have different, so people who has different businesses, they have different websites as well for their businesses. So this way they can connect their site with a different workspace. And then we are pulling everything from the site and sharing for them, like sort of, you don't need to create messages if you have a WordPress site. So basically we're just pulling everything for you.
Well, that's something I'm pretty excited about. Have you the RSS feature, Joey? How excited does that get you? That's
something else, yes, that we are doing. We have like multiple users, but like what I suggest our users to do, well, basically what I do, because not everybody has a lot of time to actually create posts and write all the time, unless you're a content creator. So what we do is like we share a blog posts from other people that we actually read about. Like for example, I share from like WordPress World, like some news. I share from social media world, like, what are the news there, what's going on new with Facebook and those types of things. So those are the things that I actually share to my audience. And that's what I said, like for the best times to post. You don't want to post all the time, like buy my products. Obviously, that's the main goal of your sharing and posting. I mean, right? But like nobody likes to go to your page and see, buy this, click here. I mean,
exactly. And so basically what I could do is I could go to the RSS feed button, Joey, and I can add your YouTube channel, Joey,
yes,
and have your YouTube's posting to my social media on a regular basis, so that without having to take any extra effort, it will pull your YouTube video into my Laws of Life social media. And so how do you set that, Tina? How do you decide, like, how often does it post from Joey's YouTube, for example?
Well, for example, as I said, you can use our default schedulers on a calendar. So basically you can create a category, you can connect the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can use our schedulers based on social networks. So for example, for Twitter, we post 4 times daily, for LinkedIn 1 time, and for Facebook 2 times. Okay. Those are the things that we recommend. As I said, that's for the beginning for you to check it out. A lot of people post on Twitter even more than 4 times, because simply, how Twitter is. Like there is like the span of tweet is like 20 seconds or something. So it's not really, you have to post all the time. What we do is we pull the content and we are checking your YouTube channel or playlist once daily for a new like new videos and new posts. So we are making it into a post and posting on your channels automatically for you, as well as updating all the time if you have new things on your YouTube. The scheduling, the settings you can do based on category as well. So we can recycle, meaning we can do all, like we can reshare it. I suggest, especially for Twitter, to do it. So we can recycle. Basically, it's like there are different settings, but usually it's last in, first out. And in order from the newest to the oldest, and then they go to the bottom and in circles. We also have a random recycling, which some of our users like. So basically that's just randomly, pretty much. So we pulled like a YouTube video from like 3 days ago, and then from 5 days ago, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's something that if somebody likes it, that we have that. And we have like one-time sharing. That's useful for the users. We have few users that are like news sites. So basically their news are only, valid that day. So that means that their posts are being shared only once. So only once to that social profiles, and that's it. So tomorrow, new ones, and et cetera, et cetera.
Amazing.
So that's like different users,
I see that Joey has a question. Talk to me, Joey.
Yeah. So the way I understand it right now is with the RSS feature, you are pulling information from other websites or your social channel or your from other channels such as blog posts, and you're pulling that data and you're posting it to my social based on how many social posts I are requesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's amazing. Yeah. I've not seen that anywhere else.
So with Joey's YouTube, Joey, you have a YouTube?
Yes.
All right. So I would just go to Joey. I would go to YouTube. And so I've created a new content category. Let me open up my YouTube really quickly. YouTube. And I would search for Joey Lewis.
Well, it's under my my old business account.
What's
So
it called?
Vice Versa Entertainment.
Vice Versa Entertainment. Okay. Vice Versa Entertainment. So there's Vice Versa Entertainment. That one?
I can't see it on your screen. It must be at the top. Maybe you need to scroll up a little bit.
Is it that black logo with white letters?
It's a black logo with Vice Versa ENT on it.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I can probably pull up the channel for you and just put it in the chat.
No problem.
Let's
That
do
would
that.
be cool. Pull up the chat. Oh, it's not showing the other. Okay. So
Yes, we are just seeing your screen.
No problem. So I'm going to put this in the URL, and I'm going to click save. Can you see me doing that or not really?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now I've got an RSS feed
All right.
saved as Joey's YouTube.
Oh, but it's not. Can you?
Let me refresh my screen. It might
Yes.
be
Why
because
is it
I'm
not
in
showing?
the-
Usually it's like showing immediately. Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay.
No. Okay. Yeah.
So there it is, Joey's YouTube with his YouTube link. And what would be the next step to decide?
So now you can go to calendar.
Go to calendar. Okay.
Well, I don't know if you want to mess up your schedule here. Okay, so we have two options now. So basically, you can click on add default schedules. That will add. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna mess up your schedule now. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm still.
We're gonna delete it later. Okay.
No.
So
problem.
these are the schedules that I mentioned that we are using like the best times to post on each social networks.
Okay.
From all the categories that you have.
And there's Joey's YouTube being scheduled.
Yes.
Wow. That's very neat.
And we are like posting it there, so you don't need to worry about it. As well as, well, we don't have a hashtag research. That's your job. So they need to hire you for like to use that. But what you can do is you can put, once you recommend them best hashtags to do, you can go to social profiles, click on profile you want to put the hashtags for, and add the hashtags that will always be used for that profile.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow.
So you don't need to type them all over again. Basically, whenever something is shared, go to social profiles and then click on any profile. It doesn't matter, like Twitter or whatever. Yeah.
So let me go to Twitter.
It doesn't matter. They're all pretty much, yes, the same. And then go to settings. Oh, okay. These are just like our short videos if you want to watch it.
Okay.
And then settings, like the second tab on the right, sorry. Now on the left, now in the middle. My mouse is there.
Oh,
yes, there.
Right. Oh, okay. So you can actually
And then click on use hashtags. Yes. simply here, and then put the hashtags you want.
So you could put hashtag Laws of Life Networking. So you can also pre-program your hashtags so you don't have to re-enter them every single time.
Yes.
All right, that's a massively beneficial feature as well.
Yes.
Amazing, really amazing. So, is there a limit on the number of RSS feeds?
No, there is no limit on the number of RSS feed or YouTube. So unlimited RSS feeds, unlimited YouTubes, unlimited WordPress websites, unlimited workspaces. So the only limits are per social profile and per team members.
So let me just say this, as far as the RSS feed feature, I think that we could feature a lot of members. That could be a prize at the pitch competition, that we feature the YouTube RSS feed of our members. Can you also feature Facebook, or does it have to be YouTube?
For now, it's YouTube and RSS feed and WordPress websites. Yeah. Oh, you mean live video? Yeah, no, I don't know if they're allowing via API. I can check, but I don't know.
All right, no problem. Joey, before we move on from RSS feature, do you have anything else you want to ask on RSS or anything else?
Not on RSS, no. I have another question. Does your platform work with Google My Business?
And not currently. A lot of people ask us about it, and we are a little bit late. We were supposed to add it in December, but then we all got sick. One of our lead developers got COVID, and we're like, yeah. Luckily, knock on the wood, everybody's good now. So we are a little bit late. So we are hoping to finish the ad in like February.
Well, that would be amazing.
Yes, a lot of people ask about it. Yeah.
With that combination, that's a no-brainer for me.
What would be the benefits of that feature when you do add that, Tina?
Well, I believe, but Joey can probably better explain it why.
What are you looking for that to do, Joey? What's your hope?
I'm looking to cross-post content from, like, say, my social media. If I make a post, maybe inside of social web, and I'd like it to post on my Google My Business, my Facebook, my Instagram. And then I'd also, because you can just add photos to your Google My Business, or you can create a new post. So it'd be nice if I could create a new post every Monday with the same picture that I posted to my social media. And that's kind of where I was going with it, because Google My Business is that low-hanging fruit that a lot of these local businesses, they rely on that. So it's very important to keep the content consistent across the board.
All right, I love it. I love it. So now we've got the other big benefit of your social web. So just if you're just tuning in right now, thank you for watching, and feel free to ask questions about this amazing social media app. And also, there is now a 14-day free trial that's posted in the chat on this. It's called app.socialwebsuite.com. You can have a 14-day free trial, no credit card required. And if you decide that you do want it after 14 days, you'll get 30% off, baby, with the Blanca 30 off. Thank you, Tina. That is so awesome. And this is amazing. So just remember, everything at the Laws of Life Marketing Agency is a 10-phase process on social media. So if you can handle your own distribution, then you can reduce your monthly cost on social media. Maybe you only use Laws of Life for production, copywriting, and hashtagging, but use us for distribution, or vice versa. Maybe you got it all figured out, but you need help with distribution. So this is the app we use. We're very transparent at Laws of Life about the tools that we use, and we want you to meet all the amazing people we meet through our journey. We're also celebrating the launch of our new Roku channel. Joey, you have another question. Talk to us.
Yeah, I was wondering, because right now I've been using Creator Studio inside of Facebook. And if I schedule a post inside your app and the post gets scheduled, does it show up inside Creator Studio, or will it not show up until the post has already been published?
Yes, it will only show up until it's published. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because we are contacting Facebook through API, like a different way, I would say. So yeah,
And does it work?
I don't think that. Yes.
I'm sorry. I was just wondering, does it work well with any kind of paid advertising? If I wanted to use those posts and boost them and get set up like an automatic Facebook ad, for example, does it work very well with that? Does it integrate with any paid advertising?
Well, we actually boosted a few of our posts that were shared through Social Web Suite, obviously. Yes, it was the same as we did it like once when we shared it like directly on Facebook. I know a lot of people ask about it. Honestly, there were like a lot of I would say only those that are using the approved API points because yes, there are some tools that are not maybe safe to use. So yes, we have been using only the official APIs with all the social networks that we work with. We have been with Facebook since 2016. That's where we actually started developing, and the Facebook was the one of the first that we actually integrated. So we have been using them since then, and knock on the wood, we haven't had any problems simply because we are following the rules. You gotta do it.
Exactly. All right.
So yeah, you can boost it. It will be the same as you post it through Creator Studio, but we cannot show up on Creator Studio because that's simply two waves that you can connect with Facebook, and they're not really allowing us at this moment. So who knows?
You're basically providing a tool that's similar to yours, so you wouldn't want to share. But you wouldn't want to use both of them. Is that what you're saying?
No, because Facebook is really not open to everything they have, right? To everybody. So for now, first of all, you would use Creator Studio only for Facebook and Instagram. With us, you can use it for LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and soon, hopefully, for Google My Business and Pinterest. So you can use us for more stuff, obviously. First of all. Second of all, because it's two different ways of sending posts or messages, whatever, to Facebook. That's why we cannot, once when we schedule it, we don't send it to Facebook. Once when it's published, we send it to Facebook. Simply because once when you schedule it here, you can also edit it. You have that time until it's published to edit whatever you want, right? So that's why it doesn't show up on your Creator Studio scheduled. It's only showing up when it's published. I hope that makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you for answering.
That's amazing. Well, I'm really excited. And if anybody out there, you know what, tomorrow at the pitch competition, remind me, Joey, let's give away an RSS feed schedule to the winner of the pitch competition tomorrow using Social Web Suite. And right now, let's just take a quick commercial break to celebrate the new Laws of Life Roku channel. If you want to have your own show, just like the one you're watching right now, you can. Let's take a quick look at celebrating our new Roku channel.
Oh, nice.
So we are back with Tina, co-founder and co-inventor of socialwebsuite.com, an app which is very, very special, dedicated to helping us distribute our social media graphics to multiple social media channels and being able to calendar those and do simultaneous posting. So what are the available channels that Social Web integrates with currently, Tina?
Okay, so currently you can post to Twitter profiles, Facebook pages and groups, Instagram business profiles, and for direct posting and direct scheduling, and what did I mention? Oh, LinkedIn profile and company pages. Since 2018, Facebook is not allowing any third-party tool to post to profiles. simply because of the privacy issues. They wanted to separate personal stuff with your business stuff. So basically they say, okay, so now profiles are just for friends and family, and it's personal. If you want to share your business news, you should open the Facebook page and post it there. So they stopped in 2018. Before that, we could do it. So that's why just Facebook pages and groups. A lot of people ask me about it. That's why I'm like explaining.
It's a great question. So just to translate for everybody out there, since I have had the benefit of having many one-on-ones with Tina, you need to have for your Facebook, your business Facebook page, your business Facebook, your Instagram. Everything has to be through business, which is how it should be. And organizing a strategy as to what your designs and your messages are going to be. But it is wonderful, and it's very easy to use. You basically just click on the desired social, little green check mark appears. So there's my Twitter, my Instagram, my business Facebook. Then I can compose the message. I can say, happy Monday, having a great time interviewing Tina right now. And after I write my desired message, I can then add a photograph to that message. Because for Instagram, you do have to post a message. So you just pick a picture from your photos, which you guys know what my favorite one is. Oh, all right. Oh. And then just click the desired send now, or you can schedule it. So if I didn't attach a picture, it would only it would not go to Instagram, but I can send it now, or I can click schedule, and I can click the desired time and date that I want to schedule this post. So now it's 12:33 p.m. So I could do 1:00 p.m. And I'm just going to take Instagram off right now just because we're live and I'm not in the mood to attach a picture. But basically I can schedule this for 1:00. And is there any restriction on how many minutes within it has to be? Like you have to do it 10 minutes or out? Is there any rule on that?
No. The only other thing that I would suggest is, although everybody's using automation to post everywhere, and everybody is really pretty aware of it, I also suggest to not post at the exact time. So not like at 1 p.m. or something, because that looks really automated. If you want to do it at 1 p.m., put like 1:02. That's pretty much it. It looks less automated, although
I agree.
Someone says everybody's using it, but still.
Yeah, you sort of want to create an authenticity to what, even if it's pre-planned, you want to create some authenticity. Now I've scheduled this for 12:40 p.m.
Okay.
In approximately 7 minutes. And once I schedule it, will it show anywhere else?
Yes, in content approval. So you can go to content approval.
Okay.
And here it is. So now you can edit it, delete it, whatever you want. Once when you schedule it as an admin, you don't need to approve it. It will be shared. You need to approve it, though, if you invite your VA or assistant or client to the workspace. So they will not be able to share anything. They will be able to schedule it. But then you as an admin need to go there and approve the messages that they are scheduling.
So right now, because I'm the admin, that's why it says no. I don't need to approve it, right?
Yes, you don't need to approve it. Yeah. So you don't need to worry about
that's another huge advantage of this, is because you can arrange it so that your assistant can help you create the foundation, but nothing post until you approve it as the admin. Yes. So that's amazing. Now, what if after you do it, you decide, oof, you know what? I don't like this post after all. Then you can just click edit.
Simply delete it or edit it. Edit it is like you can edit everything, pretty much the same. And then delete it. It will be just removed and it will not be shared.
So I can edit it by adding a channel. I can edit it by adding a graphic. And I can just basically do whatever I need to do.
Link, text, changing text, everything. Yes.
So that's pretty easy. So after you schedule it, then you go to content approval and you can make any other edits or changes. Joey, any questions on this phase of the process?
I'm just curious about when I get to add multiple users. Like if I have say I had 10 different businesses that I posted on social for,
Mhm.
and the different packages I saw on your site, I was a little unclear exactly how that works. So if I was posting for 10 businesses and it was maybe, just me and one other person that was working inside there, um, and it says I get 20 social accounts. Is that 20 total? So that would be if one of my companies had 5 social, or they wanted to post on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, that's 3 accounts, right? So
Yes.
so I would need most likely the highest package if you're going to go over how many, like after you go over so many businesses. Let's see, over 40 social accounts. What happens if you get over 40?
Well, we will add more packages. For now, you can contact us and we can make a customized package for you. As well as we are thinking, because we had some feedback from our users that are starting smaller, and then they ask, okay, can I buy just like, for example, just social media, because I don't need more team members, I just need like more packages for those. So yes, we are thinking to adding like sort of add-on, just to buy like additional social profiles. So basically you can start with like a smaller plan, like maybe 5 or 10, and then as you grow, as your company grow, like you need more obviously, and then you can just purchase those. You don't need to move to like higher plans or something like that.
Okay, so so maybe I'm starting to understand it better now. So for the $9 package, that would be more for like one business, and then I would do
Yes.
the $10 times 10 businesses. I'm looking at like $100 a month. Does that sound right?
Sort of, yes, but like the packages, as you as you go higher, the packages, like the price goes a little bit down. So it's not like, if you want, you can, well, if you want one account, you will pay less than if you buy 10 accounts now, if you know what I mean.
Okay, okay. And then
Makes sense, right?
you had something I saw that said you have a best price program. How does that work? Where it says for those who are thinking of switching to Social Web Suite, we have a best price program. And
Oh, we are probably. Oh, okay. So probably. Well, we have two different things. So first of all, we're gonna help you move, meaning like I'm gonna be on your meeting. I'm gonna help you everything, as well as if you wanna give me your access to the data there, we can import your data and those types of things. So basically, that's a smooth move, I would say. And then the other thing is we're gonna match the price. But currently, well, I haven't checked for like 2 or 3 months, but before that, when I was checking, we were the most affordable tool on the market anyway. So, but like still, if there is somewhere that you are paying less for the same social profiles and whatever, we're gonna match the price.
okay,
So
yeah, that's just what I wanted the viewers to know, that they do have that option. If they are, they look at what you're currently using, and if they can beat the price, they will. But most of
Yes,
the 9 out of 10 times or more, they're going to have the best price. I think
yes,
that's what
yes,
you're saying is
yes,
okay.
yes.
So to get started, if someone had their own brand, they could the starting price for an opening package is how much a month to get into this program?
Well, it's $9. $9 is the cheapest one that we have. It's like $9 per month, or $90 paid a year. If you pay yearly, you get 2 months free. So
I truly don't think you can beat that deal. That is an amazing opportunity. Not to mention the level of customer service that you're getting. And Tina's going to be, I'm sure, coming to one of our free digital skills classes on Wednesday nights next month. We're going to, it's about building relationships with companies so that we can all grow together. I mean, it's really, that's, I think, a big piece that a lot of companies are missing. And that's the piece that also completes the gap for Laws of Life. There's millions of digital marketing agencies, but which ones are giving you free skills, looking to always find the best apps for you, looking to help integrate the budget? And speaking of amazing companies, I just want to give a big shout out to attorney Tim Marecki. He's a personal injury attorney here in the state of Florida. He's our diamond sponsor for 3 years in a row. If anybody ever, God forbid, does have a car accident in Florida, think of Tim. Let's take a quick look at Tim's message, and we'll be right back with 9 more minutes of Social Web App. Take a look. So that was an example of an animated video created by the Laws of Life digital marketing team. And so you can create a master template of an animated graphic. And then every week, if your promotion changes, we can create variable templates of that video so that you're constantly surprising your audience with fresh colors, fresh copy, fresh messages, and making you feel connected to your audience. This is why Social Web Suite is also an amazing tool for the Laws of Life agency, because we can pre-schedule the content, pre-schedule our templated content, our variable content. And then, of course, if something pops up, we can always do a spontaneous post if you have a huge announcement that you want to make. So going back into, we're here with Tina, the co-founder and co-inventor of Social Web, and of course my amazing co-host Joey Lewis, asking all the right questions today. So we're back, and so now we know we can post to multiple channels. We can post now, we can post in the future. We can incorporate the RSS feed and the YouTube channel of many of our members so we can keep promoting our members to one another. Tell us now about the website feature and the WordPress integration, Tina. What's the update on that?
Well, as we started from WordPress, obviously that's the thing that actually distinguishes us from any other social media tool, and we are the only one that has a deep integration. So for WordPress, you have a blogs and you have e-commerce sites like the WooCommerce. People who are selling products or people who are creating courses and selling courses like LMS. So they're all on WordPress. We are pulling everything here, and we are actually similar to the RSS feeds. We are also scheduling and sending everything for them. However, with the WordPress, as soon as you publish something on your site, we will share it to your social profiles as well. And then later we share it.
So that would be a new product, a blog article, and you can control which part of the website that you want posted in your, so you could basically designate a page on the website that you wanted to keep updating and have that post to the social media, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
And as far as many of our clients love WordPress, we just built a WordPress client for a new realtor yesterday. So all we have to do is go into the back end of WordPress and add this app as a plugin.
Plugin, yes. So, basically, just go to plugins, search in the box like Social Web Suite. We are on WordPress.org, the official place for WordPress plugin. So you can search there and then install it and then activate it. Once when you activate it, it will be a short wizard, I don't know, 2 or 3 steps. And honestly, I had people reaching out to me that doesn't know anything about WordPress or anything about technology. And the lady told me, oh my goodness, this was so easy, because she told me, can you please help me install the plugin and like connect? I'm like, okay, because that's like really, really simply. And then she was like amazed how easy it was. So yeah, it's really, really easy. You don't need to be, you don't need to know anything technology. You just like follow the steps. We are importing the categories from your WordPress site, because you know how in WordPress you have categories as well. So when you're creating a post or like products or anything, you categorize them. So we are importing those categories, all the posts in them, and sharing them here. So that's pretty much it.
Tina, I have another question for you. As far as gaining access to pages inside of Facebook, now I have multiple business pages, and if I was to set up accounts on your app, And would you guys have like a kickoff call where we would have to follow like instructions to grant you guys editor access to our page, to our business manager? How does that work?
Okay, so well, you can always schedule a call with me. That's like, and it's all in all emails that you will receive from us. You will see the link schedule call with me if simply you need some help or have questions. However, for the Facebook, you don't need you don't need me to do it. You know how Facebook works. Basically, all the pages and groups are under your profiles. So once when you connect profile, that you have pages and groups there, you are giving us authorization for your pages and groups.
Okay, so it connects to my user profile and it sees that my user profile has access to all this other stuff, and it just goes off that. That's brilliant.
Yes. And then you tick like, okay, add the Facebook page, and it will show up a drop down with all the pages that you are admin of, as well as the groups that you're admin of. So you have to be admin of the pages and groups.
And
like
I can see that being a big benefit for me that works with multiple companies. I'm already connected with the companies. They wouldn't need to do any extra integration. You would just be integrating with me. That's brilliant.
Yes. That's pretty much it. Yes.
That's a great question, and makes everybody's life so much easier. And Tina's always available as well for that setup process.
Yes.
She helped me tremendously. So now we know how to schedule a post. We know all the social media profiles. We've got our RSS feeds. We can connect our WordPress websites. We know Google Ads coming in the future. Is there anything else? Any other exciting features that you'd like to share about Social Web Suite?
Well, basically, I don't know how people do many people know about UTM parameters, and I will post soon one of our ambassador, I would say.
Sure. Educate us about that. We have 4 minutes left.
Oh, he wrote about the UTM parameters. What are those, and etc. etc. So basically, for people who knows what the UTM parameters, you can set up your own. But we are already adding them to every link shared through us, so you can check the analytics in your Google Analytics anyway, if you want. And then we have analytics here as well. But I also stress out about the Google Analytics simply because I like Google Analytics. It's like free, and I don't know, if you don't have it, then why? So,
that's amazing.
So that's pretty much it.
But just educate us. What is a UTM parameter? What's the definition?
Those are small tags added to your URL.
Okay.
And you probably saw them. There are like 3 of them that are needed, like essential basically, and then 2 that you can add extra if you are using, for example, Google Ads. So you can track measure the Google Ads campaign as well.
I see.
They are really useful. For example, well, they're useful anyway. Like you can track the analytics like for all your clicks in Google Analytics, as well as they are useful. For example, if you have some promotion going on, or a new book, or a new deal, or something like that, so you can set up the customized parameters and share them, like the new book promotion or something like that, and then you can track in Google Analytics how many people actually click on it, how many people are interested in those types of things.
So you could take a landing page and put that right there, so you could basically track the success of how social media is responding to the URL. And speaking of landing pages, I want everybody to subscribe to the Laws of Life platform. There's so many benefits to becoming a member, from our weekly networking group on Tuesdays at 11, to our Wednesday night digital course free, to our upcoming paid Go High Level course, which Joey and I are teaching together to teach you the 100-day journey. And you need that to tie to your social media. My goodness, we only have 1 minute left. So we're going to have to close the show. But Tina, thank you so much for coming on today as the co-founder and co-inventor of socialwebsuite.com. I encourage everyone to go to the site for the 14-day free trial, no credit card needed, and also use Blanca 30 off to get a 30% off on all the social plans, which are priced unbelievably as it is now. Tina, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me. And we forgot to mention when you said like, what's your plans? I said $90, but with your code, they get like 63, right? 27,
Amazing.
yeah. So 63 for a year, which is
that's unbelievable. Joey, are you fired up about today's conversation?
I am fired up. I look forward to getting on the platform today and setting up my trial just so I can start poking around in there and then get it rolling. Thank you, Tina, for all your wisdom and sharing your app with everybody in the world. We love you.
Thank you so much for having me. And I'm looking forward to your feedback. Reach out if you have any suggestions.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching The Laws of Digital Design on Demand. Join us every Monday at 12 o'clock as we dig down deep on the most amazing digital apps. And have a wonderful Monday. See you next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Keep on walking straight to the hell we made. Why always a wall, babe, when we wanna come closer? Don't tell a million lies, kill the butterflies. I just wanna make things right.